Sonichu, The Revolution, Issue 1. We begin with Sandy Rosita looking into her mother's drill necklace. Her father, Wild, calls from across the room. "Sandy, honey, are you okay?" She looks up, snapped out of her trance. "Yes, Daddy, I'm fine. Mommy says she's very proud of me," she replies, pointing to her heirloom. Wild's face falls, concerned. "Honey, we talked about this. Mommy isn't talking to you." Sandy doesn't reply. She simply looks back into her necklace. "Honey?" "Oh God, not again," Wild pleads. We see Reginald Sneasel, chained up in Sandy's den. He is bleeding from multiple wounds. The corpse of Bubbles Rosita hangs behind him. "Now what, Mommy?" Sandy asks. Meanwhile, at 14 Brunchville Lane, Sonichu plays with his children. As a snowball strikes Sonichu, his son Robbie cries out in joy. "Daddy, Daddy, I got you!" Rosita appears in the doorway. "Honey, Angelica just called. Have you heard from Reginald recently?" "No. Why?" Sonichu asks. "No one's heard from him in a few days. Angie's getting worried," Rosita answers, ushering the children inside. "When did you see him last?" Sonichu asks. "Christmas Day. Chris sent him to give Sandy some presents and to tell her that she's inheriting her mother's dig team, rest her soul." As Rosita heads inside, she continues. "Speaking of that poor family, I should go check on Wild. Sarah misses Sandy a whole lot. We should arrange a play date." As the door closes, Sonichu heads off himself. "You do that, honey. I'll meet you there. I just have to talk to Christian about Mary Lee Walsh. Apparently he thinks she is ready for parole. He of all people should know that evil witch can never change." Back in Sandy's den, Sandy stabs her drill through Reginald's stomach. He cries out in pain, "God, Jesus, just let me die!" Sandy pulls her drill out, but then stabs it through his mouth. Rosita knocks on Wild's door, children in tow. He answers. "Hi, Wild, how's Sandy?" she asks, heading in. Fine. I'll make us some coffee," he replies. "Where's Sandy? The kids were hoping to see her," Rosita continues, setting down her purse. Back in Sandy's den, Reginald bites down on Sandy's arms with the last of his strength. "Ow, Daddy!" she shrieks, recoiling in pain. Sandy bursts from her den, covered in Reginald's blood. Daddy, he bit me!" she cries. Rosita reacts, shocked. "God, Jesus above, Wild, what the—" she begins to say, but Wild cuts her off with a vine whip, knocking her out. As she fades into unconsciousness, she hears Wild's voice. "I'm sorry, Rosita." As Rosita starts to awaken, she blinks, her eyes focusing, adjusting to the darkness. She sees Sandy smiling at her. She screams, realizing that she and her children are about to meet the same fate as Reginald. Back in Quickville Mall, Christian Weston Chandler shakes Sonichu's hand. "Thank you for your input, Sonichu," he says. "I'd forgotten the damage that woman had done. I think she put a spell on me when I met her in Quickville Prison." "Why would you visit her in prison, Father?" Sonichu asks. "I have mayoral duties, Sonichu," Chris replies. Sonichu laughs. "Haha, that's funny, Father. Well, I have to head to Wild's and meet Rosie and the kids." "Take care, Sonichu," Chris says. Back in Sandy's den, Rosita is passed out again, unable to cope with the sight of Sandy brutally murdering her children. Her legs are missing, likely drilled off by Sandy's hand. As Wild oversees Sandy finishing off Sarah, the doorbell rings.